Temptation's all-inclusive resort and spa in Cancun, Mexico has quite the reputation. And I know you're looking for the inside scoop, and I'm here to give it to you. We're going to cover location, food, drinks, entertainment, and parties, of course. We're also going to talk about customer service. I know somebody's out there wondering if the Playful Experience package is really worth your extra coins. Also included in this review will be a full tour of the room and the grounds of the resort. So stick around to the end because I'm going to let you know if Temptations Resort is really the premier adults-only playground that it claims to be.
Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can't do better, so much better. I don't fit into your parts. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to.
Hey party people, welcome back to my channel. Deja G here, and I'm super excited to be here talking about Temptations Resort in Cancun. Now, for anyone who is interested in staying at this hotel, y'all already know, if you've watched any videos on this hotel, if you've seen any TikToks, anything, you know that this hotel is a one-of-a-kind experience. And I'm going to go into detail of what my experience was on my previous trip. And this is not my first time there, and I have posted a review of this hotel that you can definitely check out, and I will tag it here just in case you want to watch that one first and then watch this one to see what this experience was like versus that one. So now I want to talk about the location of the hotel. Let's start with that. So if you're going to be going to this hotel, you would be flying into the Cancun airport. The hotel is about like 25 to 30 minutes. I would say more so like 30 minutes away from the airport. And it is somewhat in the hotel zone. It is on the other side, so like you'll drive through the entire hotel zone, so you'll get to see like all of the massive resorts that they have in Cancun, and they're all along one long strip. Then you'll hit the downtown area where all of the nightlife is, and when you go around that's when you'll hit the other side of the strip where Temptations is. Now, the cool thing about that is you are pretty close to nightlife if you do choose to leave the hotel and hang out at night, and you can get a taxi to go out and basically to just kind of explore the sites. Another really awesome thing about the location of this hotel is that you are technically in walking distance to the marina. So if you choose to spend a day in Isla Mujeres, which we did if you watched the vlog, which I will also tag. If you do choose to go to Isla Mujeres, but you can walk to the marina to take the water taxi. I think it's in a great location in Cancun, and I don't think you can get much better than that. Once you arrive to the hotel, it's a pretty awesome experience. You'll pull up to the resort. There will be bellboys at the front to unload your luggage and to get you all set up so you could go and check in. And once you check into the hotel, it's a vibe, okay? You walk in, the resort is, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a very sensual overall experience. When you walk in the door, you'll notice that there's lots of artwork of the human body form on the walls. There are a lot of different, like very modern pieces of furniture. Everything's white, and you know, it's just really beautiful. Based on what type of package you book will also determine your check-in process. If you book a standard package or a standard room, you will check in at the main lobby in the area that I was just discussing. Now, if you book the Playful Experience package, they will take you to a separate area to check in. It was my birthday, and the hubby and I just decided, let's just go all out. Why not? And plus, I knew I would be reviewing this hotel for you guys, so I figured it would be nice for me to have this experience to talk about and give you the full details on. So, Playful Experience check-in was okay. I do feel as though they were a little disorganized. They did move us from seat to seat and to another seat. Now, our butler, on the other hand, was excellent. We loved our butler. He was amazing. He did an excellent job. Once our room was ready, he walked us to our room. He showed us around. He showed us all of the things that, you know, we needed to know about the room in terms of how to open the shade, how to close the shade, which is a very, very important thing if you're staying in certain areas of the hotel. And I just say that because when you're in your room at night, if you have the lights on, everyone can see into your room and you can see out too. So if you have anything going on, if you and your spouse or your partner are out, you know, living your best life, let's just say, everyone can see what's going on. So you want to make sure you know how to operate the shade, okay? That is tip number 1. Know how to operate the shade. Now I'm just joking around with you guys, but seriously though, I do think it's important to, you know, pay attention when you do check in your room and figure out how the room works and everything like that. So we booked a ocean view room this time around, and it was gorgeous. We had a very beautiful view. We did like this room a lot more than the rooms that we have stayed in the past. Now in the past, like I said, we booked last minute, so we just got what was left, okay? We had like garden view rooms, and I mean, we barely made it into the hotel. That's what those rooms look like. I mean, they were very small. And so I was pleasantly surprised with how nice and spacious this room was. In addition to the bathroom was very spacious also. And I felt as though it was worth the money for this room. Because, you know, sometimes you got to pay to play. You got to pay for the experience. We were in the newer tower. So they consider it to be, they call it, well, it's technically 2 different resorts. If you try to book on Expedia, for example, which is what we use to book our hotel, they'll have like an option for Temptation Towers and then Temptation Resort. We booked through Temptation Towers and we actually got a better deal. But I've noticed that even just going back and looking again, sometimes the towers are priced higher. I just want to share that with you guys if you are trying to figure out what the difference is when you're booking. They're the same. It's the same hotel. It's just listed as 2 different places on the website. I don't know why, but it worked out in our favor. It's like a $200 difference or something like that between the 2. So I was very happy and pleased with the package that we chose. We did end up going out that night, and I was purposely trying to get there early because I know once the party gets started, folks come out in their outfits. And I don't ever want to catch anybody on camera, or, you know, this channel is for entertainment purposes, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like I'm violating anyone's privacy whatsoever. So like I said, we went to the party very early just to film so you could see what it looked like when it was set up. And it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we had a great time at that party. A big part of going to this hotel is the entertainment factor. Now, I know I mentioned that you are close to downtown Cancun, but I'm gonna keep it real. You really don't have to leave the resort. There are so many different events going on. There are restaurants that you can try. There's just a lot happening at all times. I'm just telling you, this particular trip, I did feel a bit overstimulated, and I think a lot of it had to do with the music. So let's talk about entertainment. Yes. Now, the main pool is called the Sexy Pool, and it is a beautiful heated pool. But when I tell you, it be off the chain all day long. They have an entertainment staff. They have lots of events and parties and games, and most of them are only adult friendly. So for that reason, they do have a strict policy of no cameras at the Sexy Pool. It gets some footage of the pool at night. It's just a gorgeous area. Whoever designed it did an excellent job. I am gonna say this time around, and this was our 3rd time, the entertainment was a solid 2.5 out of 5. I feel like every other time I've been, the entertainment has been like pretty much 5 out of 5. They really do a good job of having all kinds of games that just keep you laughing. Folks go up there and do all kind of wild things. Sometimes they have clothes on, sometimes they don't. It just depends on the day, okay? But I do feel like this particular week, the entertainment was kind of watered down. I felt like the staff wasn't on their A game, and maybe it was just a bad week. Maybe they were understaffed. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just giving them a pass because I have been there before and it's been outstanding. But one thing that stands out the most to me in regards to the entertainment, and this is from day to night, is the DJs. The last time I went, the music was great. It was a great mix of all types of music. This time, not so much. The music was actually quite terrible, if you ask me. I feel like they played a lot of techno music throughout the entire day, and they saved like all the hip-hop until the very end, which if you don't like hip-hop, that's fine. But in the past, they've always done a good job of mixing the music. So you'll get like top 40, you'll get pop. And I'm open to all kinds. I love all kinds of music. It was so bad that like I left. The only reason why we went to Isla Mujeres is because of overstimulation. I just couldn't take it another day. I was like, I just need a break from this music. I need a break from all of this because it just was too much. Like it just wasn't, I felt like I was at a rave, and I've never felt that way when I've traveled to Temptations in the past. And I'm good for a day or two of that, but I cannot do 5 days in a row, guys. It just was overkill. It was overkill. I don't know if they're trying to change the crowd or what, but I just felt like it wasn't geared towards a diverse group. And I don't know how I feel about that, because this was probably the most diversity I've seen at Temptations since I've been there. And that was the other piece. I thought it was pretty cool to see that there were a lot of folks, a lot of young people, a lot of folks from different backgrounds, and a lot of these folks were partying together, which was awesome. Now, with that, I do also say that the drawback was that I did not feel like the crowd that was there the particular week that I went was as friendly. It felt very cliquey, and this was the first time that I experienced that at Temptations. It felt very, very cliquey. Like, if you weren't down with the get down, then you couldn't sit with them. Like, it was that type of vibe. But I remember somebody coined the term of swingers light, right? So you can go to that resort, and if you're not into that lifestyle, you can still have an amazing time, meet a bunch of amazing people, and still have a very fun trip, right? I did not get that energy on this trip. I felt like if you weren't into the lifestyle, then folks were like, you know, and that was the energy that I was getting a lot of. And I don't know why that was the case. I don't know if that was just the particular week that I was there and the folks that were there, but it just felt very cliquey. I don't want that to be the case at Temptations, because I feel like the magic in that resort is the fact that everyone can go and everyone can kind of do whatever they want, and it's a judgment-free zone, and everyone just has a good time. But, you know, I don't know. I guess, you know, every time can't be the best time, and I don't know. The food was something else that I just was so disappointed in, guys. And I always liked Temptations food. Like, the breakfast was always hitting. This time around, not so much. I just wasn't, I don't know what was going on. I felt like it was an off week. And we did meet another couple who, they were members, so they have been there multiple times. And we were talking to them, and we were like, dang, this experience this week just doesn't feel like authentic to the Temptations vibe. And they shared the same sentiments. They said that they did not love the music, that the food was not good, and that the folks that were there were not the typical crowd that's usually there. So this time around, we did try a lot of the restaurants. We finally made it to the one restaurant that everyone says you have to go to. Now, she is supposed to be this very sensual environment. Make sure, for the fellas who are thinking about going to this resort, make sure you pack one pair of pants. My husband didn't have any, so luckily they were like cool and they let us just like sneak in, but they don't play any games, because I know it was another couple there and her husband had on shorts, and they told him he had to go change. And so, but we just somehow, some way made it in. We went to Sea Flirt, which was good. We like Sea Flirt. It's really nice at night, I feel like, because the dinner is nice. You can sit out on the patio and the ocean is right there, so it's a vibe. We also went to Romanza. That was a great experience. We truly enjoyed Romanza. We went to Flame. That was awful. Flame was a 0 out of 5, okay? 0 out of 5. Rain is where they have the main buffet area, so you can go and eat lunch there and breakfast. So we pretty much ate there every single day, and it was solid. I mean, if this would have been my first experience at Temptations, I honestly probably would never go back. But because I've been before, I'm going to say that maybe it was just a bad week and give them a pass. I don't know. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it, okay? The drinks were lit. We love the drinks. The bartenders, honestly, these are probably the fastest bartenders on the planet, okay? I've been to a lot of different places, and I promise you the Temptations bartenders, 10 out of 10, absolutely would recommend. They're great. They will make you shots. You can order hookah at the bars, in the pool, which is crazy, right? You can also pretty much ask them to make whatever drink that you want to make, and I think they're very quick. They know how to move and shake with the type of crowd, because it gets crowded. Like that main bar at the Sexy Pool is insane, and they do a great job of managing that bar. They do keep it fully staffed. I think that was excellent. So yeah, so overall the drinks were great. We even one night went over to the sports bar, which no one goes to. It's always empty, and we had a drink with the bartender over there, and he was excellent. He made us some amazing drinks. They were probably the best drinks we had the entire time we were there, but it was nice to just go chill and kick it. And I mean, when I tell you it was empty, but they have pool tables in there. It's wonderful. I'm sure when it rains they probably get a lot of action in that room, because it's just so nice. Like it is almost like a club, like, if you ask me. So enough rambling about all of those things. Hopefully that colors in the lines a lot for you guys. So I just found the actual room that we booked and the amenities that it came with. So what our room included was a bottle of tequila, a bottle of sparkling wine. We had daily turn down service. We had a reservation for a Balinese or egg bed. We were able to get that one day, which any other time would require you to buy bottle service and all of that. So we were able to reserve that. We had a romantic dinner on the beach for 2, which was wonderful, and it included a bottle of wine. We also had a 25-minute massage per person and hydrotherapy session for 2, which we definitely took advantage of because we love a good massage. And one thing about the massages, y'all, I just want to stress to you, if you do go with this package, they will upsell you on the massage. No matter what you do, if you decide to go and even inquire about massages, they're going to try to upsell you on a massage. And they have this one massage, it's like a tantric massage. Y'all, listen, if you're trying to do the most, that right there is the most, okay? It was out of my budget. I don't need all of that, but I'm just saying, there you go. I think I took a picture of the massage prices, I believe. If I did, I will insert it here, but if I didn't, sorry guys, but I think I did. You also have adult channels on your television, and those are included. Like I said, this is a wild hotel, guys, so just know what you get into, if that's what you're looking for. And then also you get free calls to the US and Canada, so you can use the telephone in the room and call home if you need to. I do feel like the playful experience was worth it, because we actually did every single thing, because I wanted to tell you all about all of it, and I honestly loved it all. I loved it all. If you're looking for that 5-star treatment, then I would say definitely go with this, and it would be worth it. But you do have to make sure you look at all of the amenities that are a part of this package and schedule all that. And you know what? You don't even have to go out of your way, because you can talk to your butler on WhatsApp, and you can just tell your butler, hey, schedule me for this. But overall, Temptations is still lit. It's still a vibe. It's still a sexy time. And if that's what you're looking for, y'all, hit me up. Let me know if you have questions. I would love to answer them. I try to respond to everyone. Sometimes my comments can get out of hand, especially with the Temptations questions. And for that reason, I am going to film another video called You Asked, I Answered, because I feel like there are a ton of questions on the last video that I really wasn't able to address properly, and I want to make sure that I hit all of those points, especially since there were some questions that were recurring questions. And that's a new series that I'm going to start on this channel also, is the You Asked, I Answered, because a lot of times I get the same questions over and over again, especially about certain destinations. So yeah, I'm gonna start with Temptations. Why not? Because I feel like that's the spiciest one, where people have the most questions. Oh, and side note for those who are already probably typing down below, no, we did not do the boobs cruise. We did not, and I probably never will. So I'm just putting that out there. It's not my speed. It's not my speed. But, and I just say that because I'm not about that life. But if you are, listen, have fun, and just know that everyone I know who goes on that, who is about that life, literally has the best, most amazing time ever. So I do recommend it for that reason if you're about that life. But if you're not, you need to sit your behind down and just stay at the hotel. That's my advice on that one. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly enjoyed making this video for you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can't do better.